starting out with a bare face, I am going to prime, and I'm using my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer today just to place all over my skin. And then my foundation, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. Mine's in the shade Y245, and I'm just using a Real Techniques buffing brush to buff this all over my skin. For the eyes, I started off with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot Primer, so I'm just priming my lids, and then I'm going in with Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie, just because the Where the Night Is quad doesn't have any matte shades or any transition shades. So I'm just taking this one first on a fluffy brush and just buffing this all into the crease. And then I'm going in with a deeper colour, which is Creme Brûlée, and just on a MAC 217, focusing this in the outer V and just bringing it into the crease. Then I'm going in with this beautiful colour called Poya. This is from the Where the Night Is palette, or not palette, quad from Kathleen Lights and Colourpop. And I'm just using my finger to apply this all over my lid. As you can see, it's like a beautiful maroon burgundy shade. And then I'm going in with my 217 to buff the edges out. So I'm focusing most of the pigment on that outer corner, and then I'm like lightly dragging it into the inner corner, and then I picked up a little bit more of the shade Porter on the MAC 217 and just buffed that into the crease to deepen it up. Then I'm taking the shade Weenie, which is this rose gold, absolutely stunning shade. I've been loving this, and I'm just using my finger again just to press this all over the lid. I'm starting mostly in the inner corner and then just blending to the outer corner. And then I just add a little bit more pigment right on the inner part because I just really wanted that colour to pop. And then once again, you just want to blend everything out. Then I'm taking a matte black eyeshadow. This is Corrupt from Makeup Geek, but you can use absolutely any matte black eyeshadow. And I'm just using a flat brush just to press this into my lash line to thicken it up. Then for a brow bone highlight, I'm just taking MAC's Shroom and just highlighting my brow bone, obviously. Then I'm taking my Rimmel black eyeliner, the Scandaleyes black Kohl. It's a waterproof one, and I'm just tight lining with this to thicken my lash line. And then going in with my lash curler and some mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Colossal mascara, I think this is. I'm just coating my lashes and then going in with the Vegas Nay by Eyelure Shining Star false lashes. These are absolutely amazing. They are like double up lashes. So fluffy, so curly, and I'm in love with them. So after I've applied them, I'm just going in with my Socialized tweezers to pinch them with my natural lashes. Then to colour correct my under eyes, I'm using this Orange Corrector Concealer from LA Girl Cosmetics. So I'm just applying a bit of this under my eyes. Then using a flat foundation brush, I'm just going to gently tap this out, just focusing it right under my eyes. This is a very controversial trend. I don't really need to do this, but I was just having fun and wanted to try it out, and it did help brighten my under eyes a little bit. So I've just sort of blended that out, and then I'm going over with the light Ivory shade in the LA Girl concealers, just applying a nice amount of this over the top, and then using my Real Techniques sculpting brush to pat this over the top. And I just do use my finger in the inner corners just to get right into that little inner corner part so I can blend it over the orange. Now the reason for doing this is because orange counteracts purple and blue tones, so it will just get rid of any dark circles you might have under your eyes. Then I'm going in with the same concealer just down the center of my face to really highlight all these areas. So just all the normal areas I'd highlight, and then I'm taking it underneath where I'm going to contour. So just in a straight line, and then I just join some little lines at the bottom just to even everything out. And then I'm going in with another Pro Concealer. This one's in the shade Medium Bisque, and I'm putting this in the areas there that I want to contour. So I decided to contour down my nose, just something fun, and then just all the normal areas that I would contour. So just applying this in sort of stripy motions, and then I'm going to go in with a duo fiber brush from Real Techniques. I think this is either the face brush or the contour brush, and I'm just going to buff all the concealer out. So I'm starting with the highlighted areas first, just so I don't blend any of the contour into the areas we want to keep light. So as you can see, this concealer blends really effortlessly. It's absolutely beautiful, and I loved it for contouring, so I would highly recommend these. And I do just take my foundation brush just to make sure it's nice and blended together. And for my nose, I'm just taking a smaller synthetic brush. Then to bake, I'm taking the e.l.f. Sponge wedge wheel, I think it's called. And I'm just taking one of the sponges and my Face of Australia loose translucent powder and just baking my under eyes and underneath my contour and letting that sit for a few minutes. So once I've let my baking powder set in, I'm just taking a tulip brush from Models Prefer and just buffing everything away. This is a super soft brush, so yeah, I'm just buffing all the excess powder away. And then I'm going to bronze up my skin and just set the cream contour with a powder using my Nars Laguna powder. And for a blush, I'm taking Nars Lustre. These are both from the same palette. It's the One Shocking Moment palette. So just applying that to my cheeks. And then I went in with two highlighters. I first took the Models Prefer Soft Touch highlighter in the shade Soft Focus. And I'm really packing this onto the cheeks and bringing it right down onto the apples. And then I'm just highlighting all the normal areas, but I will go back over the top with Mary Luminizer just because this highlight is a little bit more natural and I wanted a little bit more of a pop. So I just took Mary Luminizer and just pretty much patted this on the tops of my cheekbones and then on my Cupid's bow and my nose. For the under eyes, I took the shade Midnight, which is another Colourpop shadow. This is also from the Wear the 90s palette, and I'm just going to buff this and smudge it underneath my lower lash line. So just using my finger to really blend everything out. And then I go back in with that Weenie shade we used on the lid, and I'm just applying this underneath the lower lash line, and I add a little bit on top of the lid as well just to intensify it. Then for my inner corner highlight, I'm just using my MAC Nylon shadow. And then just applying some lower lash mascara. I just went in and lined my waterline with a metallic brown pencil just because I wanted it to be a little bit more smoky, so I went ahead and did that. And now I'm going to do my lips. I'm first lining them with the Kathleen Lights and Colourpop collab in Aquarius. So this is the Aquarius lip liner and I'm filling basically my whole lips in. This is such a creamy and beautiful lip liner. I'm absolutely in love with all these new products. And then I'm going to go over the top with the Aquarius Lippie stick. So this is honestly my favorite nude shade at the moment. I can't get enough of it. I would definitely recommend checking it out. So after the lips are done, the look is complete. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and I will see you in my next video. Bye!